Welcome to Go with Gustav. My name's Chris.
And I'm Rachel.
This is Sprocket.
And this is Tassie. Come and join us on our adventures.
But don't forget to like
and subscribe
and hit the notification bell. We're just driving out of Chambord. There's a small village just outside we're going through at the moment. It's worth noting that you can pay for the parking at the barrier. So we walked down to a ticket machine. It's 12 euros, but we could have paid at the barrier. It takes card, I'm not sure it took coins, so make sure you've got a card. And so now we're off to find somewhere to empty the toilet and the grey waste, because of course that site there are no facilities. You can't get any fresh water, you can't dump water or toilets or anything like that. That's the one condition of it. So about 17 minutes away, and it's actually on our route to our next chateau, there is a small village with an Aire where we can empty the toilet and the grey waste, I think for free. We'll find out. Can't remember the name, so I'll put it on the screen when we arrive. Okay, that was a quick and painless stop at a village Aire, just to drop the grey waste and the black waste. No charge to do any of that, which was brilliant. There was water there that you pay for. I didn't see the price, but I guess it would just be a couple of euros. There was even electric, which you could pay for by the hour if you wanted to charge up. And obviously you possibly saw as I drove in, there were a few motorhomes, camper vans staying there. I think it takes up to about 5, but that's great for us. We're all ready now to go, and off to Chenonceau.
After 70 meters, go straight on, Route to Château.
Down there.
Yeah?
There's motorhomes down there.
Yeah, that's where the camping.
Oh, that's the camp.
That's the Aire.
Well, I suppose it would be noisy right next to the.
Oh, there they are, all down there.
Yeah.
Go straight on, Route to Château.
So we've arrived at our favourite chateau. There is a huge motorhome park here. Rachel says we found the furthest spot away, but in fact we found the furthest spot away that's in complete shade. Even though it's not as hot as it has been, but it's 21 degrees, 22 degrees at the moment. And yeah, this is huge. It's about half full, do you reckon, the motorhome park looks?
No,
about?
not that.
It's not even that.
I'm 60 plus. I knew why your driver's license will prove it.
Je viens du 49. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous parlez français?
No.
No, English.
English.
And
Yeah,
for
we
your dog,
don't.
it's forbidden in the castle,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
in the park, and we visit in the park.
Yes, yeah, we wouldn't let them off.
We are actually inside Chenonceau. We've saved some money, and this is worth knowing if you are over 60. Of course, Rachel looks over 60 and I don't. If you're over 60, then it's 14 euros rather than 17. That's if you take the paper guide. If you want an audio guide, it costs 22 €. So we've saved a fair bit of money.
That's if you want to listen to what's being. Because
we've been before, so that covers you for everything. So we can go inside the chateau, although we have done that before. But the dogs, you can take the dogs in, but you've got to carry them. Great big lumps. So we won't be doing that. whether we take turns to go in, but we just wanted to see the outside because this is the first chateau that we ever came to.
Yes.
What, 30 years? No, not 30 years.
28 years.
28 years ago. We stayed at a nice campsite within walking distance, and we were trying to book that for this tour, but there was one day in the middle of the group of days I wanted which we couldn't do, so we're going to stay somewhere else tonight. But it's still nice just to come down and see the chateau. If you've not been, this is probably the prettiest. Do you reckon it's pretty? Well, it's very special. It's different from all the other chateaus. The sun has just come out, so it's lovely and warm. Just about bearable. There's lots of walks in the park once you're in. There's a maze over there somewhere, I seem to remember from last time. We're just walking to the furthest point in the gardens, just to get a good shot of the chateau. If you've not seen this chateau before, you'll understand why in a moment when we take that shot. So this is why we like Chenonceau. Because we're at a campsite on the other side, about, I don't know, half a mile down there. Yeah. They told us that we could come along there and watch the Soleil Luminaire. So it's all lit up at night. It's doing it most nights. I had a look, but it doesn't start till about 11 o'clock at night. I think we'll be in bed by then. We're old now.
Like a scene from the birds, isn't it?
When we came here many years ago, that was like the shop, and we've got a print which is on our wall in the lounge at home. It came from there. Well, it's at a certain time. You just hold it for a second. Right, as we're not able to carry the dogs, I am just going to pop in to have a quick look and video the main gallery. So we've done this many years ago, but I think it'd be nice to have the main gallery actually on the video. This side of Chenonceau was in occupied France in the Second World War, and halfway across the gallery was in the free zone, and so that was unoccupied France, and the resistance used to pass a lot of people through the chateau. That's what it says. So just very briefly, in the First World War, well, first of all, it was known as the Chateau of Ladies because there's a whole list of ladies that sort of owned it or used it. Oh wow.
Look at that chickens.
The most amazing vegetable and flower garden. As soon as we walked through that small alleyway, the smell sort of hit you, didn't it, Rachel? Very strong. Beautiful smell. And I don't even like vegetables. So last thing we're going to do before we go into Chenonceau, so there is a maze here. Rachel's going to go down the right. I'm going to go down the left. This way. Got dogs. Let's go. Quick, up. Here we go.
Yeah, you know I can't get up the steps.
Yeah.
That's really unfair.
Yay, winners. Oh.
No, stay down.
That's it. Oh.
There's
Sorry, Tassie, you're a loser this time.
You weren't. You got
You're
here
a loser
before
this
her.
time.
You got here first.
Winners. Losers. Hand up, looks alright.
After 80 meters, bear left, D40, Place de la Poste.
It's quite small for like coaches to come down.
They can't come up here, it said. No coaches, yes.
Bear left.
Might be the only ones here.
At the end of the road, turn right, Rue des Caves, then, warning, you will enter a restricted area.
It's the other side is built. This is the building. I think. Oh, there's no one here, Rachel. This is it here.
Oh, that's good though, isn't it?
So, do we want to back on? There's electricity. So we've just got to,
Cave du Père Auguste.
and we just thought, I paid for electric, we just thought we would check the polarity, the polarity checker. Now, obviously this isn't right, they should all be lit. So, and we don't carry a converter, but I'm hoping I can do what I used to do, is just undo the wires and change them over. So I'm just going to change the blue and the brown wire over. And that should solve our problem. So the wire's now changed over, which was an easy job to do. My Mickey screwdriver set, just put it back together now. So. Rachel, three lights. Job done, kettle on. Just to show, we now have the 3 lights on the polarity checker. One of the owners or workers saw me working on the wire and came over to talk to me about it, because he was surprised that we were having to do that. They have to do it on their machinery, but he thought that one was right. So whether he's going to go back and report that, once I explained what I was doing, he understood. So maybe if you come to this one, it'll be right. So we had considered sleeping at Chenonceau. There was a camping car parked there, and just outside there's a strip of grass where motorhomes pull up and park for free as well. The problem with that is when you look at the reviews, everyone's complaining about the noise of trains at night, particularly freight trains, and they're blowing their horns as they go past every hour. So had a look on Google, and we've parked for nights, and we've managed to find our first wine producer, and it's a free Aire. And then they also offer water, electric, the electric you can see, and showers. All of those you pay for if you want them. So she just pulled a coal. We've opted just to pay €5 for the electric, just to get things charged up as we've been off grid. As you probably saw, there's 2 other vans up there, which I think was added on as an extra. On the old Google Maps it only showed these 3 places, and then there's this extra bit at the top. Now those two vans, whether they've been here before or not, they went straight up there. So I think they probably knew what they were doing. I'm not sure there's electric up there, so maybe that's the off-grid area. Are you ready?
Have you got the van?
I haven't yet, but if you take your dog,
Thank you.
we will. It's 7 metres up there, so we wouldn't have fitted anyway. And that is the wine producer.
There are 3 dry wines. Number 1, 2, 3 are dry, and the number 4 is a semi-dry wine.
I mean, they're all nice, but
I prefer the first one.
the first one. Okay.
So now you want to taste the rosé wine?
Yes,
Yes, I think.
Okay, so let's start with the number 5, the dry one.
Quite like that.
It's completely different, isn't it?
It's so different.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not the same blending actually.
No.
The number 5, this is a blending with the Grelot & Co, which means Malbec. And this one is a blending with Grelot and Cabernet Franc.
I did like that. Very nice wine, Chris.
Yeah, well they're all nice, aren't they? Let's move that way.
Cave du Père Auguste.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Au revoir.
You